Hello everyone, today is day 27 and I continue reading this book, chapter 3, and he called it Geppetto Makes a Wooden Puppet. My name is Artem, I'm from Ukraine and I'm 27 and this is my challenge when I need to speak in English every day, and today I will continue reading this book. This book called The Adventures of Pinocchio. Geppetto makes a wooden puppet. Geppetto lived in a small room. There were not many things in it. He had only one chair, a bed, and an old table. He put the piece of wood on the table. Then he took a knife and began to make this puppet. "What name shall I give him?" he said. "I think I'll give him the name of Pinocchio. It's a very nice name." At first, Geppetto made a puppet's hair. Then he made his head and then his eyes. When the eyes were ready, they looked at Geppetto. Then he began to make the nose. Suddenly, the nose began to grow, and it grew and grew and grew. It became a very, very long nose. He cut the nose off, but it grew again. He cut it off again, and it grew again. This puppet wants a long nose, he said. Then they began to make the mouth. When the puppet's mouth was ready, it began to loud at him. "Stop it," said Geppetto. But the mouth louded and louded. Louded and louded. "Stop it, I say," cried Geppetto. The mouse stopped louding. But the puppet put out its tongue. The tongue was very long. Geppetto worked and worked. When the face was ready, he made the body. When the arms and the hands. Suddenly, somebody took Geppetto's cap off his head. He looked around, and what did he see? He saw his cap on the puppet's head. "Pinocchio, give me back my cap. Do you hear?" But the cap was on Pinocchio's head, and he didn't want to give it back to his father Geppetto. Geppetto was very angry with him, but he could do nothing. So he began to make the puppet's legs. When the puppet's legs and feet were ready, Pinocchio hit his father on the nose with his foot. "You are a very bad boy," said Geppetto to him. "You are very, very bad." Then Geppetto began to teach him to walk. He showed him how to put on foot before the other. Soon Pinocchio began first to walk and then to run around the room. Then he jumped into the street, through the window, and ran away from his father Geppetto. Geppetto ran after him. "Stop him! Stop him!" cried Geppetto. A policeman tried to catch Pinocchio, but Pinocchio ran too fast. Too fast. And let's continue my understand skills, how I understand this text. And this is agree or disagree. First, Geppetto lived in a small room. I don't remember. I see. Yeah, a small room. Geppetto took an axe and began to make his puppet. Maybe knife? He put the piece of wood on the table, then he took a knife and began to make his puppet. Yes, a knife. I agree. Third, at first, Geppetto made the body, then the arms and the legs. At first, he made hair, then eyes, maybe this. I checked. Began to make the nose, no. At first, Geppetto made his puppet's hair, then he made his head and his eyes. 4. When the puppet's mouth was ready, it began to laugh at Geppetto. Maybe I agree. Maybe. He started laugh and laugh. What's noise? Noise. And Geppetto must loud and louded. Stop it, said Geppetto. But his mouth louded and louded. At him? No, yes, I agree. At last, 5. Pinocchio ran away from his father. Yes, it's true. I agree. Complete the sentences. Geppetto took a knife and started to make his hair, his head and eyes. I read. He put a piece of wood on the table when he took a knife and began to make his puppet. Just puppet. And make his puppet. Suddenly the noise was long. Where? He cut the noise off, but he grabbed again. I don't see suddenly words. His puppet wants a long noise, he said. Ooh. Suddenly somebody took Geppetto caps off his head. The noise, I don't know. I cannot continue. 3. When the puppet's mouth was ready, he started laugh and laugh. I don't know how to write to pronounce this word. Loud at him. Maybe loud without loud. 4. Pinocchio jumped into the street and ran away from his father Geppetto. jumped into the street through the windows, and ran away from his father Geppetto. Yes. Answer the question. Ooh. And then check yourself. Quiz 1. I need to choose answers. Maybe that? Yes, maybe. At first, answer the questions. Why did Geppetto give his puppet the name of Pinocchio? I don't know. Why? What name shall I give him? He said. I think I'll give him the name of Pinocchio. It is very nice name. Because it is very nice name, Pinocchio. What did Geppetto make first? He makes first. At first, he made first is hair, then head, and then eyes. 3. What happened when Geppetto made the puppet's mouth? He started loud and loud to him. Loud to him. 4. Why was Geppetto angry with Pinocchio? Because he ran away from Geppetto. Or love? I need to check. Geppetto's cried. The right catch? No. No. You're a very bad boy. Because the cup was on the Pinocchio's head, and he didn't want to give it back to his father Geppetto, because he took your cup. Ooh. 5. What did Geppetto do when Pinocchio jumped into the street through the window? Geppetto do when he ran to them, maybe. Geppetto ran after him. Geppetto ran after him and cried, "Stop! Please, stop him, cried Geppetto. A policeman tried to catch Pinocchio, but Pinocchio ran too fast. Check yourself. Quiz 1. Master Antonio, what did Master Antonio want to do? A. Master Antonio wanted to make a new leg for his puppet. No. Master Antonio wanted to make a wooden puppet. Yes. Master Antonio wanted to make a new table. No. Master Antonio wanted to make a new leg for his table. No. His table, his puppet. Yes. True question. What did Master Antonio do when he heard a small voice? A small voice. He looked for his eggs. He looked around the room. He jumped into the street through the window. No. He began to cut the piece of wood with his axe. No. Question 3. What did Geppetto want Master Antonio to do? A. Geppetto wanted Master Antonio to make a new leg for his table. No. B. Geppetto wanted Master Antonio to give him a piece of wood? Yes. C. Geppetto wanted Master Antonio to give him an axe. No. D. Geppetto wanted Master Antonio to do with him from one town to other. To go with him? No. The answer B. Geppetto wanted Master Antonio to give him a piece of wood. Seven question, and this is 4 question. Why did Geppetto want to have a wooden puppet? A. He wanted to teach the puppet to walk. B. He wanted to give a wooden puppet because he didn't have any children. C. He wanted to go from one town to another and show the puppet to the people. Yes. D. He wanted to show the puppet how to hold, dance, and jump like an acrobat. Maybe yes. I don't know. Yes. The question 5. What did Geppetto have in his room? A. There was many things in his room. B. He had a chair, a bag, and table in his room. C. He had an old bed, a table, and 2 chairs in his room. D. He wanted old chairs, a table, and a bed in his room. I don't know. I need to check. Small room. There was not many things in it. He had only 1 chair, a bag, and old table. Chair, a bag, and a table in his room. Maybe B. Old bed, a table, and 2 chairs. No. He has old chairs, a table, and bed. No. Answer B. He had a chair, a bag, and a table in his room. Only 1 chair. Question 6. Why was Geppetto angry with Pinocchio? A. Pinocchio took his cap and didn't want to give it back. Yes. B. Pinocchio's nose began to grow. No. Pinocchio began to lie to him. Yes. But Geppetto was angry because Pinocchio took his cap and didn't want to give it back. D. Pinocchio didn't know how to walk. No, he was not angry. Question 7. What did Pinocchio do when Geppetto taught him to walk? A. Pinocchio took his cap and didn't want to give it back. B. B. Pinocchio began to dance and jump like an acrobat. Pinocchio hit Geppetto of the noise with his foot. D. Pinocchio ran away from Geppetto. Yes, maybe. No, yes. Geppetto ran away from, or Pinocchio ran away from Geppetto. This is all for today. Tomorrow, the next story. Pinocchio walks about the town. It's a short story. This and agree or disagree, and short complete the sentences, answer the questions. Tomorrow will a short story. Today is so long story because it's a long story and have so many questions, and was check yourself quiz 1. Thank you for listening my video. See you tomorrow, and bye bye. Thank you. Good luck you.